Welcome to Project Die Hard Mission Monday Update. We are here every Monday night, 6:30 p.m. Central, to share out all the news, all the events, all of the activity from this past week, and for what's coming up in the very near future here. So you are in the right place at the right time to get in the know. And who better to bring it to us than our president and founder of this amazing organization, Brian Gibson, is here to share it all. How you doing, Brian?
I'm doing. Uh, God has moved mountains. I'm just gonna say it. Uh, Might as well just pop in this little thing here, right?
Go for it.
All right, where are you? There we are. There we are on the
We're coming.
side. All right, here's the big news, folks. We've been talking about it for a couple weeks. Well, I've been blessed with the opportunity to go to Arizona to meet all those wonderful people you see on that screen. I mean, this is a blessing upon blessing. I cannot take any credit for this. It all goes to God and my team to make this happen. Okay? It's just that simple. But be in prayer because we could walk out of Arizona and build forward operating base Rush.
I'm hopeful for all the connections that there's. I love moments like this where there's potential right at our fingertips, and this is amazing. Mark has done an outstanding job of putting together this event and inviting all these key players in, including you. So this will be fun to see this unfold.
Mm-hmm. Well, that leads me on to this one. Look, folks, now's the time. If you have any inclination of joining this mission, I would hop on it pretty quick because God is going to bless this mission out in Arizona. And then I'm really going to become busy because File Brush will get done by the end of the year. I'm not being rude. I'm not being mean, folks. I've been doing this since 2018. Sue, Kurt, you're going on 5 years with the organization. Amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, I was trying to think how long it's been. Time flies. Holy moly.
Yeah.
Nice.
Uh-huh. But look, folks, right there, only the best will do. Maybe.
I hear you clicking. It didn't move.
Still didn't move.
What the
Let's
heck?
go here. I got a new computer. What do you want me to say? There we go. All right. So what do you get out of that image right there?
Okay, your dollar has no voice in the care we give our heroes. So what I get from that is, yes, we need donations to make this happen, but you can't like buy your way in exactly here. It's like whether you give $1 or you give $1,000,000, thank you, you're in the right place, and the money will be put to good, very good use, taking care of our heroes.
Yeah, that's it, folks. Your dollar does not give you a voice in God's kingdom. It'll do good, I'll tell you that, but it doesn't give you a voice in the decision making policy on the care I give my brothers and sisters. Maybe. Yeah. There it is, folks. It's right there, plain as day. God makes the final decision in this mission. My job is to protect the integrity of the mission and my brothers and sisters from exploitation. I'm so sick and tired of people using veterans as a stepping stone for fame or fortune. I've had so many politicians reaching out the past couple weeks. I'm sorry, I will not endorse anybody. I will give praise and thanks to whoever helps the mission. Democrat, Republican, I don't care. You help the mission, I'll tell the world you helped.
Pretty simple.
Ain't it? Let's go back over to this screen.
Tater Day.
These are things that we have upcoming.
Tater Day, Military Expo, and Operation Big Things. And before that, we have the Arizona event. I just blanked on the name of it, though. It's the
Pickle Brawl.
Pickle Brawl. There it is.
Yeah, well, to me, Pickle Brawl's already done. I mean, I just got to get out there and sit at a table. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
But this is why you need to volunteer. We have Benton, Kentucky Tater Days. Tater Day, but it's days. It's April 3rd through the 6th. We have been blessed to have a free space there to share our mission. That's
Perfect.
why we need volunteers. And then the Military Expo at Discovery Park of America. That's taken 4 years to get into. They finally have space for us.
Wow. Awesome. Now we need some help.
Yeah, that's why we need volunteers. And then let's not talk Operation Big Things. Look, if you know of a food pantry in Southern Illinois that needs help, I want to help them. I really do. Our part is the event. Let's talk. It's all it is. Talk right now. You talk. Look, you can request our financial records anytime you want. I do not know what you give, but I do know what goes out. I really do, because I look at every line that goes out from this mission to make sure it's going to the right place. Real simple. God's plan and standards. The Father will never leave the mission. Don't ask. No drugs or alcohol are allowed in the mission. And the exploitation of veterans, don't do it. I just don't do it. Check your vet. Pray, share, volunteer, give. There's 2 QR codes on that screen right now. Scan one of them and help. That's my deck for the day.
Excellent. With that, we do have a wonderful guest joining us. Anything else before I go ahead and bring him in?
Well, he was sitting there. He saw the slide deck. Let let's see what he has to say about it.
Excellent. Well, I am pleased to introduce Joel Cabral to the event we're having here tonight together. He is a friend through Kurt. He'll be joining us later. But Joel, so happy to have you here. I wonder if you want to go ahead and give a bit more information about who you are, what you all do, and thanks for being here.
Of course, it's a great pleasure. And I'm so happy meeting you guys and also Kurt for introducing me to this mission. Nice meeting Brian and Susan. Well, my name is Joe. I'm from the Philippines. I manage a team of virtual assistants. I started my agency 2016, and I came from a business development background, working there for like 1.5 years in a call center setting. I was like 2.5 years, and then I decided to, why not make my own agency and start helping people, on my own, since I do have the experience. So I love the what Kurt shared with me last time, the mission, the veteran, and helping the community. And I told him, hey, we can be partners. I can be a resource if ever these veteran needs someone to help them with their admin tasks or whatever is they're looking for in terms of remote admin work. And then I was like, okay, I do have an internship program that I offered to this type of communities or groups, which is a 5 hours per week internship that will run for like 4 weeks, so total of 20 hours per month internship program that I can offer to any business owners inside your group. And then after that, you can just give recommendations to those interns. And if should you want them to hire in the future after that internship program, then we could arrange that and see if that's something that could help your business grow. Whatever is the result, whether you won't hire them or you hire them after the internship program, we're happy to be part of the community.
Excellent.
Right.
I think he needs to speak with Thomas Long.
Oh, yes. That would be. Have you met Thomas yet?
Not yet. Just you two and Kurt.
Excellent. Yeah, actually, Brian, you want to share a little more?
Thomas Long is a resource partner of ours. He handles veterans going into business.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he handles. So, yeah. Again, folks, here at Project Die Hard, we bring in the best to help veterans. Okay, Joel here has met the standards to be on this podcast.
Thank you.
All right, this is how it works. Now, he has a service for our veterans that we can now expand out with Thomas Long, right? And all the veteran entrepreneurs that are going to need that help.
That is perfect.
I mean,
Right.
you see how this works? We all work together, more gets done.
Of course.
Back to
Excellent.
you, Sue.
Well, I know, Joel, you've how long now have you been doing what you do? I think you
Well,
mentioned it
since
or
since 2016, almost
it's
10 years.
2016. So you've
Yeah.
been doing this for 10 years.
Right.
Have you done much work with veterans up till now?
I do not, but that's what I'm always looking forward to meet the right people. Sometimes they just tell me their stories, but there's no, chance to be like a partners or offer this type of service, like the internship program.
Hmm.
So what I have is actually resources of experienced virtual assistants who does not, even if there's no opportunity for them to be hired immediately, they can offer their service for free and then later on receive a recommendation to have their, to add in their portfolio, make it strong, have the recommendation from someone that, oh, someone who owns a business, a veteran, you do internship program. And this is something that we're looking forward to. And these are great recommendations, things like that.
Excellent.
Oh, look, I can see the benefit right there because we need virtual assistants here at Project Die Hard. We're getting to the point where the mission needs all the help we can get.
Right.
Okay. But I got to stick to my guns on all paid positions here at Project Die Hard start as volunteers because it's not it's not the resume I look at. It's the heart of service I look at. You have to prove that. You have to prove you're worth the investment of Project Die Hard resources.
So with your internship program, what if a veteran put their hand up and said, "Hey, this sounds really interesting." What would that look like for them?
Well, first is to identify what type of business they have, and what type of services they're looking for. Sometimes they need just admin, they need someone to help with their books or like doing outreach. And I can always offer you and Kurt, and we can use one of our interns to reach out to more veterans and to more people via LinkedIn to give out, let them know the mission, what we're doing, and how they can help grow our community.
Again, that's the whole key here, folks. If you saw what I've been authorizing and putting out this week, we do not pay for advertising. Everybody asks me why. Well, if I spend money on advertising, that means I can't spend money on outreach programs, i.e., our fellowship breakfast, or build facilities.
Gotta make choices.
I'm sorry, I cannot just justify a nonprofit spending millions of dollars on a Super Bowl commercial.
Yeah.
I can't. I cannot phantom that. Even if I had it in the bank for Die Hard, I would never authorize that. That just rolls back to the CEOs of nonprofits that make 6 and 8 figure salaries. If you run a nonprofit, you're there for what? Your mission, not a paycheck.
Right. So I'm thinking here a little bit about. I wonder what all we can do with this pickle brawl. I'm going to share my screen actually. I've got a flyer on specifically what that is. And I'm pulling this right off of Mark's Facebook page here. Because this, it's coming up quickly. It's a week and a half from now. It's a Saturday evening and Sunday during the day in Arizona during spring training. That's why you see all these different sports represented on the screen here, and all like you had shown before all of the big names that are going to be on location at this event. So I'm kind of curious, like Joel, when you see something like that, is there anything that stands out to you? Like, okay, they got to make sure to do this and this, and is there an automatic kind of thought process of suggestions, maybe of things to do and make sure that we make the most of our time while we're there and with meeting people? And I guess we're not so much on the end of producing the event. Actually, Mark is, so we're tied to it in that way. But have you done much with putting on events and helping out along those lines, or is that not necessarily the direction you tend to go?
Absolutely. If it could be done online, then we can help you with social media marketing, and outreach. Though that's what that event will fall under, that category of services.
Gotcha. So yeah, because that I think that is part of what we need. We need people to show up, right? Events like this only are successful when lots of people walk in the door and participate.
Exactly.
Oh, I look, the pickle brawl that's a Mark thing. All I know is that I've been blessed to go out there and meet these people face to face finally after years of talking to them on Zoom and phone calls and this. And yeah, it's going to be a blessing because they finally get to look into my eyes and see the drive and the determination. Okay. We're going to sit there, have dinner and talk. And look, people, trust me, once you get to know me, you'll like me. You just got to get to know me. That's just it. Okay. Actually, we'll be setting up a time to talk, Joel, because we have a big event coming up in May that we're hosting.
So you want to share a little more what exactly that is?
That is Operation Big Things. As I said in the brief, look, we have the opportunity for Southern Illinois to come together in one place at one time and help veterans. I'm not charging a nonprofit a setup fee to come set up at this event. Right? Why would I? If you're helping veterans, why would I charge you to come and set up at an event? I'm at a loss here.
Yeah, I'm just throwing in a little more info here. Exactly what is Operation Big Things? So May 23rd in Murfreesboro, Illinois at Southpaw Bar and Grill.
Which is veteran owned.
Veteran owned, and has done a lot for the mission already. Just yesterday was Club 22.
Mm-hmm.
So that Club 22, to keep that in mind, because on the 22nd of the month, if you go to this location or the others that are set up and you eat there, let them know you're with Project Die Hard, and they will kick back some money as a donation from whatever you spent there to come back to the mission. So they are definitely doing a lot to help out what's going on here with Project Die Hard, and that whole opportunity though with Club 22, we can be doing that anywhere. So for anyone listening, a restaurant that you think might be interested in getting more people in the door because they'll come in and eat at that location because of this, that is definitely worth that conversation to make that happen.
Oh, yeah. Club 22. That was the biggest thing before COVID that got the mission going. And now that we brought it back, people are going, I don't know. It doesn't. Look, folks, our community support program does not cost anything to join. It doesn't. Western Kentucky, Southern Illinois, Chambers of Commerce. Community support is the key. Mm-hmm. Our program costs nothing to join. What are you waiting for?
That to be true. I think is that part of it? They're like, where's the catch? Where's the catch? No. There's no catch. You just got to be on board with what's going on here. And it's all about helping each other out.
Again, Club 22. You get listed on our website. We tell everybody to go eat there. And all I ask of you is to put that little sticker in the window that says you're a member. What's the downside?
That's the fun part. There's not one. Well,
yeah, Joel, I'm a little weird, ain't I?
I was like, he's taking more pause, but he's thinking of what he's saying. It's processing. I used to talk like faster than yours, probably 3 times faster than your face thing, but I was like, okay, I get it.
And so, Joel, have you done a lot of work with nonprofits, or are you mostly working with businesses with your VA service?
Businesses, usually paid services. But I was like, I'm seeing if I could partner with a nonprofit like this, and they give me clients, then in return, per VA per hire, if it's a long-term opportunity, they hire a VA for like 20 hours a week, 30 hours a week, then that VA can allot 1 hour per day or 5 hours per week continuously to work with Susan for admin, or it's either for Brian, as long as the client pays them and hires them to do the work. Then continuously in return, we can give that back to Foundation with a Project Die Hard, as a partner.
Yeah, again, that's how it works here, folks.
Huge.
Imagine you having us working with 10 veterans, paying us for the rates, and you have extra 10 hands working with others as well. You have your own VAs on the side doing outreach, another one doing social media, someone managing your LinkedIn messages.
Oh, would I love that?
Oh my gosh. I'm like, Brian's going to fall off his chair. To have that would be amazing.
To have time to actually spend more time with my brothers and sisters.
Okay.
That would be excellent.
Of course.
That would be look, folks, I carve out time to be on this podcast. You've seen it in the past. That phone rings. I'm gone because that's a veteran that I need to talk to. Okay, and it's not about growing the mission. That's a veteran reaching out, asking for help. Uh, let's be real here, folks, because I got in a discussion the other day. I love the fact that we're going to Arizona. We're on the Mark TV, nonprofit TV. I love that. You know what I don't like here, folks? Having to turn away veterans from our facility because it's not done yet.
Mm-hmm. And that's with that. I'm seeing with what Joel is offering. If there's any businesses out there looking for VA service, please reach out, because what an amazing impact that would make hiring somebody to do exactly.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
I gotta throw something in here.
Yeah.
VA services is virtual assistance, guys. We're not talking about Veterans Administration.
Yes.
Okay.
Two different things.
We have to delineate that.
Just reach out to Susan, to Brian, or to Kurt. You know, if that's something you're interested in. Yeah.
Yeah, if you're looking for a virtual assistant to help in business, please consider utilizing what Joel's service has, because that will end up benefiting directly right here as well. So that
again, that's the whole thing, how it works.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
You know, we're gonna have their stuff on our website here soon.
Yeah.
So all you're gonna do is go to our website, find them, click it, and have that conversation. They're gonna know it comes from Die Hard. That's modern technology here, folks. When you go to our website and click their website, we know exactly how it's coming to somebody else.
Exactly.
Speaking of somebody else, are you ready to come in, Deb, and say a couple words?
Give me a thumbs up if you'd like. Oh yeah, there we go.
Oh yeah, here she comes. There she is.
Hi, Debbie.
Hello, everyone.
Welcome aboard.
Thanks.
We're doing great. Always good to see you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're in Hoodieville too.
It is not warm here yet, but hey, it's warmer in my house, but not that warm. So it's good to see you guys.
Always good to see you. You want to give us a quick intro so everybody remembers who you are, what y'all do?
Okay, so I know that a lot of us have kids that are going out, whether first time early driving situations. And so sometimes that can cause a small problem, because moms and dads get all freaked out because is she going to get a ticket? Is the car going to come home in one piece? Or is she going to go hang out someplace close to other kids that could get her in trouble? Well, I know for myself, with having 5 sons, that those were definitely thoughts that went through my head many times. And now that my kids are all grown, but anyway, it would have been a big relief to be able to know that they had an attorney right there on their phone, and all they had to do was touch a button. And instead of calling mom and dad at midnight or something because whatever happened, they could actually call an attorney and talk to the attorney and get good advice or get help, instead of freaking out and calling mom because I don't know what's going on. So anyway, I get to help them have that access, and I love that I can do that at a small monthly fee, basically a little over $1 a day for your whole family, instead of those big hourly costs that it usually costs when you're trying to do something at the last moment after something's already happened. So that's me, Debbie Miller, with Legal Shield and ID Shield, having that access that to just advice if that's all you need, helping you make better decisions, but also helping with the stress that goes with sending that loved one out the door, even if it's not their first time being out in the car. But mom and dad often get all freaked out, even after they've been driving for months and months and months. So that's me, Debbie Miller, Legal Shield and ID Shield. Thank you.
And military mom.
Yes, military mom. So yes, he took off on his little plane today or this last weekend. So somewhere out there in the world.
Off doing his thing again.
Yeah.
For us, for his service.
Oh, yeah. Certainly.
And I do see we have Kurt in the background here as well. I want to go ahead and get him in on screen with us. How you doing, Kurt? Try again. There he is.
There was that reluctance to bring me in. What's going on?
Oh, that's my lovely computer. I click once, it thinks it's a double.
All right, guys, girls.
Yes.
Thank you, God bless. But guess what I got to go do now?
Mission calls.
Mission calls.
All good.
I'm going to leave this in this group's capable hands. But you see, folks, why I need my first facility built. I need it built.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Definitely.
All right.
Thanks,
well,
Brian.
we got it from here. Thank you, Brian. So, Kurt, why don't you come on in and say a few words here? Give us a hello and what's all happening on your end.
Well, we're having amazing days. The trail of being on these God-sized missions is just really remarkable. We've had great conversations, squeezing conversations in between one another and switching up my schedule today, and people wondering where I was at with Shakedown and all sorts of hubbub and tomfoolery. So it's good to have Joel here to kind of stabilize. I can finish on a good bridge here to my evening and Joel's day ahead of him. And we got Debbie here. So we just came from our Happy Neighborhood Project posting party. And, a little reminder, that's where I met Brian Gibson. We met through the Happy Neighborhood Project, and another friend from the Happy Neighborhood Project did a Facebook Live, and we're both on her Facebook Live, but I didn't know Brian was on there, so I was gabbing away, and she's like, oh, I got another guest. And who's the guest? Brian Gibson with Project Die Hard. And that was the day a few years ago that changed the trajectory for this household here, where Sue is in the basement down there. That's why it's so black down there. She's down in the dungeon.
Yeah.
So, but did we already cover the pickle brawl? Is that part of the pickle brawl too? Is that part of the update?
We were talking about it. Yep.
Yeah. So I put into our private chat here. We can figure out what we want to do or not out in our social medias with that. But I put it on LinkedIn, because then I was able to take, I've got about 15 LinkedIn contacts in Mesa, Arizona. So I create a LinkedIn event for everybody to share. I put some of our friends that are going to be at the event. I put them in as, I put some of our friends in as inviting them to show themselves as a speaker at Dinkinite.
Like
so there's Sue there.
Clicking on it now.
Yeah, because we're going to be the news. We're going to be the Pickle Brawl 2 news from Wisconsin. Yeah, we created a dynamic today. WOW, W-O-W, World of Wisconsin. So we're going to pour it on. So I think that's Lori Cleverly there gave us a reaction. She was at the posting party, and she's one of our new podcasters with the World of Ability podcast. Look at that. She's looking at she's close to the event. see how this works with networking. So we're gonna have people swarming around Brian Gibson and asking for his autograph and throwing dollar bills and $100 bills and checks for $1,000. Whatever we're gonna do. So it's gonna be a great event. Who would have thunk? Pickleball. Pickleball is the sensation. So Joel, when was the last time you played pickleball?
That is not a thing here in the Philippines.
It's not yet. Not yet.
Probably
Yeah, we
people
know
that are
you.
in the rich area.
Well, we can do modified versions, just anything that resembles a racket and a ball and something
Of
that
course.
serves as a net. Even if it's a
yeah.
tablecloth or something. I don't know. Line, who knows? And we'll do a little pickleball thing, just to get it started. You got to do it for us, Joel. You're our guy. You're a Filipino.
So I'm curious then, what kind of sports are big by you?
Me, I'm an old school guy. I'm always right now at this day and age. I sit at a computer, look for opportunities, but with sports, I don't have any specific. As long as my body are able to operate. Volleyball, probably those kind of things.
Excellent. And we always say what's fun gets done. So whenever you can incorporate the fun in there, it's always a bonus.
Correct. I do like mind games rather than, Yeah.
Excellent. So Debbie, I got to ask you then too, what kind of sports have you enjoyed? What's your favorite?
Well, I don't know that I would say enjoyed, but 18 years of son basketball. My son's playing basketball at their small school was definitely something that kept me busy for a lot of years. So I did personally enjoy volleyball, which never was actually an event for sports for school. And of course, here in Kansas City, we have awesome football team and an awesome baseball team now, but we also have hockey and women's and men's soccer. So I think we're even getting a women's basketball team, or maybe, I forgot, what does Alana play?
Rugby.
Rugby. I think I heard that we're getting a female rugby team. So
Nice.
we're getting a lot of sports here. So.
And do you play pickleball?
No, I have not.
I'm with you. I was shown once, but that was years ago. I don't know the rules. I don't know exactly how it all works. I know Kurt had played a video the other day that was actually at that Dink and Dine location where the event's going to be taking place, and it was nice. Yeah, they had a very good. Was it maybe a 2 or 3 minute video where you can see the inside, you can see a little bit of what the facility is like, and it was a nice bit of insight as to where that's all going to be taking place here in just, what is it now, 10 days, 12 days. So it's coming up pretty quick.
Well, I have gone to a networking event at our Chicken and Pickle place where you can play pickleball.
Chicken and pickle.
Yeah, I do have grandchildren that love to play pickleball. So
nice.
I guess I should learn at least what it kind of looks like. But yeah, I have not actually watched any of it. So I'll have to watch the video and see how dangerous it looks. Because at my age, it'd probably be dangerous. So there you go.
Well, that's part of the fun of this particular sport, from what I understand, though, because it really kind of is an all-age type sport, which is, I think, why it's gotten so popular so fast. Because again, I got to do some homework myself because I don't remember the details, but I just know the age range of folks that actually go out and play and enjoy and are good at it is actually, it's quite impressive. So
is it similar to racquetball?
I think it's got some flair of somewhere between racquetball and badminton and
tennis,
ping pong, small racket, small ball. Is it, I think, wiffle ball kind of style, maybe. So
Okay.
My apologies to all of you out there who are good pickleball players, and I'm making a mess of trying to describe it because I really am not not in that realm, but I have to learn. So there we go. There can be a
All
goal
right,
for me for
all
this year.
right, Sue. Here we go. We're gonna let the video do it all to help you here. So I'm getting up this video here. A nice little intro to this way everybody can know what Brian's walking into. There's a little commercial at. Oh, okay. So it's already playing. All right, here we go.
I used to say, if I hear AI, we're gonna lose it. But Monday.com is super easy to use.
Grab a
Once you get past the
paddle or
commercial.
grab a bite. The East Valley has a brand new entertainment hub. Hey, I'm Nicole Gutierrez with ABC 15 Arizona, and we're at Mesa Riverview getting a first look of Dingadine Pickle Park. We basically took the fastest growing sport in the world, pickleball, and we paired it with chef-driven culinary food. Mesa Riverview has grown throughout the years. I mean, with new developments, eateries, and you guys are an entertainment spot, but also with 2 restaurants and 3 bars. How is this more inclusive for even people that don't play the sport? So our food concepts are built around the entire day. So we start out with Paddleheads Bar and Grill as just like a grab and go, and then we have homemade scones and croissants and muffins. They're made fresh every morning right on site. We have different types of breakfast sandwiches and paninis. And then around 11 o'clock, it switches to like hamburgers and tacos and pizzas and all the lunch kind of fun things and grab and go snacks and things. And then at dinner time, we have like salmon plates, we have halibut, steak, all the fun things that you would want for dinner. Lots of amazing things. For somebody that hasn't really played the sport or maybe doesn't understand why it's such a big deal in the country and in Arizona, what would you say to that? I would say, first of all, this is not a club. We have no club pricing. You could get a pass, but we did that on purpose because we don't want people to feel like, oh, I belong to Dink and Dine Pickle Park Club. This is for everyone. It is for the entire community. If you have never stepped foot on a court before, this is where you do it. If you're nervous about it, then get a drink at Paddleheads and watch, or get some food and watch it happen. And then you can book with one of our pros. You could book a beginner lesson. We'll also have different programming where there'll be times where you could come and learn. And then also some of the courts they'll be segmented off for your different levels.
In Mesa, Nicole Gutierrez, ABC 15, Arizona.
There it is.
There you have it. Now you know. Now you know. No more guessing.
Wow. Okay.
Where the event will be.
I totally think we should go to Arizona to watch at least. It'd be so much warmer than what we're going to have.
It does look like fun.
Yes.
Yeah. So Joel, how can you get? Can you get like 20 more people to go to the event? Do you have reaches to draw a more Mesa crowd? What do you think, Joel?
Where is it happening? What?
It's happening
In Arizona.
Yeah, in Arizona, Mesa, Arizona, March 7th and 8th over here. So it'll be that Saturday evening and throughout the day, Sunday. March 7th, Sunday is the main event.
Let's see. I can check my other account, Lincoln account. That one is actually assigned reaching out to people in Arizona and see if there are people close nearby that can travel.
That'd be
Send some
amazing.
details, you know.
Yeah, we got the LinkedIn event in the private chat of this studio here and Restream.
Right.
So if that helps you to grab that, and
definitely.
context can be added right into the event. And we just want this to be like a big stir. Like, I want people to be amazed at the attention that Dink and Dine is getting. We got to make it happen.
Mm-hmm. Right. Sure. I will check my other.
So, and Joel, I do want to give you a chance here before we run out of time. What else should we all know about what you do and what you're able to offer? What other highlights would you like to share with us?
Right. Aside from being a agency owner, virtual assistant agency owner, I also had experience teaching virtual assistants to do link and lead generation, how to become to start their career as a freelancer. I've actually had around 900 students. So I started 2017 when, and then I started teaching, and then most of them are successful. It really depends on the students and their ability to grasp the knowledge that I'm sharing with them. It's a paid course, but I also teach free, courses with the aspiring virtual assistants, and it's a great opportunity to see them rising, changing the lives of others, and really putting everything into work, changing their lives as well, and the people around them. Is really a great feeling of like sharing your knowledge and then making it to work. It's really uh, it's fun. It's not, people are not always the same, but you can see who are really confident in what they do, and really when they're at the top, they started from zero, they enrolled to a course, and then later on they go back to you, hey, I bought my first house, it's paid in full, my car, savings, college, and I help my relatives and other people, and also them helping business owners to grow their business as well. It's a great fulfillment for them.
Amazing. So, I mean, and that right there speaks volumes. If you've had 900 students over the years, you know what you're doing. You people can have faith in the service provided by those that you're bringing forward, and I'm impressed. That's amazing.
Yeah, I just stopped during pandemic because I don't feel like people are don't have a job, they don't want to enroll. So I started, teaching free stuff during those times, and now I'm getting back into whoever wants it. If you're ready, then you can join me and have a one-on-one coaching. But other than that, it's like working with partners like you guys, and of course, when Kurt told me about the mission and the non this organization, it's nonprofit, and I was like, okay, we can do a deal. I can give a free work with other members of the organization, and then in return, we cannot give out like a cash or $1 for the foundation, but in return we can give free work. It's like more than that, like 20 hours of work free for in exchange of us hiring. So imagine you introducing us to the community. We close 10, 20 clients. You get 20 hours of work per month free, assigned to Kurt, assigned to Susan, or we can have them run a program outreach to veteran 5 hours a week. Imagine those people or those administrative assistants working you, helping you with the mission. You know,
That is huge. I keep thinking that's the way you basically we will always are saying, I wish I could clone myself. Well, hello. That's exactly what this is. It's taking what
right,
we have so much on our plates that need to be accomplished. And if you get
exactly.
automatically just have somebody there to do things with you, to be able to take some of those tasks, what a game changer.
LinkedIn alone is a very powerful platform. I started doing LinkedIn. I focus on LinkedIn heavily, so I got like I'm actually maximum at a maximum of 30,000 connections, so I can't do more. But if you have like someone assigned to help you, Susan, represent you as on your behalf. Hey, I'm reaching out, kind of like that, reaching out on behalf of Susan or Project Die we're running this nonprofit organization. If there's something that you're interested, you can just click the link and see and join us or join our podcast and check these and that. So it's a big
Amazing.
thing.
Awesome. Ooh.
But I gotta go. I have to prepare a meeting. I have a 9:30 meeting here in the Philippines. But I enjoyed this company, and thank you for guesting me here. Kurt, thanks for the introduction. Susan, it's nice meeting you. Brian, and also I forgot the name of Debbie. Okay, I was like looking for your name, but I was like, oh, her name is Debbie. Thank you, Debbie, and to all of you, and for all of you guys who's watching this. It's a great program. It's organization, nonprofit organizations like this is it's not always about the people inside it, but the mission, the people that you're helping, and it's always about getting all the members of the community together to help each other and build each other's businesses. So I look forward to anything. If you want more information, just reach out to Susan. Do not reach out to me directly because I wanted to reach out to Kurt. I want to reach out to Brian, to Susan if you want more information because we have something going on here. And it's just always a great pleasure to meet kind of people and being involved in this type of mission with you guys. But thank you guys so much. I got to go.
Thank you so much, Joel.
Nice meeting
Appreciate
you
you.
all.
Thank you,
Thank
Joel.
Have a great day.
Yeah. Yep. Bye-bye.
Thank you. And as we are coming up near the end here, I do to make sure that we all take a moment because we always end our time together here with sharing a message of hope for our veterans. And there's a lot to be hopeful for and excited for. There's great things happening. And oh gosh, and I'm seeing lots of notes in the chat here. Kurt's plowing through them all so everybody can see what's all out there. But actually, I'm going to go ahead and I know, Kurt, you're clicking on buttons, but I'm going to give you the floor here first, and then I'll go to Debbie to share your word of hope for our veterans.
Wow. So today, I part of the start of my day today was with a weekly leadership huddle. We do our leadership roundtable with Project iHeart, but a couple hours before that, I was on with Giovanni Gonzalez, and wow, he had a great message, about leadership and finding what you love to do. So the idea, part of what we can do in life is, we can know what we love, and we can put our trust in that and our faith in finding that thing that we love to do. And so I guess that's to say that's part of what we're committed to here at Project iHeart. Again, our mission here is to spread hope to you. We're combating veteran suicide. We're serving life. We're coming in here to have resource partners, to have folks like Joel and like Debbie here, and just creating a Project iHeart family that is right here. I just really celebrate how when I'm in a meeting with Brian is so proud, as he should be, as we all are, that Project iHeart is a unique veteran service organization that is looking at, across the year, our plans are, a few families at a time at the facility is the design. That's the blueprint to bring in families. So I don't know if you're the one with the family or if we just serve you individually, what your life structure is. But that's part of our objective and commitment here for you, our outreach to you, our outreach and our inreach to you. Like when I go to these personal professional development events, I'm always finding ways to figure out how I can get closer to your heart, where I can get right there with your soul. Like your soul can feel my soul. You can see it through my eyes in this podcast. And as I try to talk, I hope you can hear my heart and my genuine nature, that I literally wake up every day for you. And I lay my head on the pillow looking for that sound nature, that Kurt Roscoff has done everything he can for you. And then the real objective, when it really comes full circle, you show up in my life. We're able to bring you on this podcast. I'm able to exchange an email with you, to see a text, something, something from our social media. Something comes through. I maybe don't even attach your name to it, but unbeknownst to me, it was you out there, and it's coming through something that Brian shares. So my message of hope for you is I'm doing what I'm doing by design for you, and it's an invitation. And I'm hoping that you accept my invitation, and for sure in the immediate future, you're going to love the news that comes out of Brian Gibson with Pickle Brawl 2. I love my life. Come on and join the game. Back to you, Sue.
Excellent. Well, Debbie, I'm going to pass it to you next for a word of hope for our veterans.
Well, I just want to say thank you to our veterans for their courage and their strength and their sacrifice. Because of them, my family is able to sleep at night in peace and has been able to do that for many years here in North America. And I just ask you to be sure to remember that quiet strength that you have and to pull it up even when things get tough, because there are people here that want to support you. I know Brian is here all the time. Kurt just gave you a great message to remind you as well. And Sue, I know you're here all the time too, to support him. And no, we've met Joel as well. So more support is always coming out, and watching this building come to life, with whether it's from pickleball in Arizona, of all places, or all the other fun stuff that can happen. We're here for you, and I just want you to remember that every day as we think of you and pray for you, that you'll have the strength that you need to look at and choose hope for today. Thank you, Sue. Back to you.
Awesome. Thank you, Debbie. And when I think of hope, I think of look forward, things in the future that are happening. I'm going to take that and throw reminders on my screen here that there are things coming up really soon to look forward to. We do have, obviously, coming up real quick here is the event in Arizona on the 7th and 8th of March. Then we also have Tater Day in Benton, Kentucky, April 3rd through the 6th. Then there's the Military Expo, April 17th and 18th. And then not far behind that, Operation Big Things going on in Southern Illinois on May 23rd. And beyond that, we always have the events going on locally with where Brian is there in Paducah, Kentucky, especially when I'm referring to our Veterans Breakfast. It's always that first Wednesday of the month at the IHOP in Paducah. On the third Saturday, we have Operation, not Operation, wrong word. It is, Kurt, the name just went right up my head. It's Die Hard Drive. There we go. So sorry. Die Hard Drive. That's going to the facility itself and getting some work done on site. There are things going on. There's always something to look forward to, and come out and participate. If you got some time to do it, do it. You know, that's the best way to know what's happening, and you get in the fold here with us. As I say every time here, you're here for a reason. God's not done with you yet. Let's get together and get some good things going on. What can we do to help you? And this reciprocal thing that happens here all the time with Project Die Hard is just part of the beauty of it. So for all of us here with Project Die Hard, we look forward to seeing you back here next week, 6:30 p.m. Central on Mondays for Project